Hey, good morning, friends, and welcome to today's Saturday Snapshot. And I wanted to get one in real quickly before our Feed the Hungry folks started coming in, and lots of noise in the background. Plus, there's a lot happening today. So let me talk to you just real quickly about where we're going for this coming weekend, just to give you, and also to give you a few announcements. Last week we had the conversation in the sermon about our faith comes by hearing, and we weren't talking about what you hear with your ears; it's what you hear in your heart. And this week we're going to wrestle with the question: well, how do I know that I've heard with my heart and not just with my ears? And I'm going to share with you that the real understanding of that is another verse. It talks about that our we speak our faith into existence. When we look at if we look at how God operated in the world, right? He saw darkness and he spoke light into existence. Jesus talks about us speaking to a mountain. And so I'm going to spend some time tomorrow discussing this idea that we release our faith by how we speak. And just a simple example, imagine, in fact, earlier this week, the staff and I had the opportunity to go to Amigo's restaurant over there on Okeechobee, and we were going because Kim had recovered from her surgery and was now able to have a full meal kind of scenario, and she was hungry for Mexican food, and apparently Taco Bell doesn't qualify as a Mexican food restaurant. And so the staff had we when we talked about the Amigos restaurant, all right, there was a you know I wouldn't say overly exuberant kind of conversation, but there was enough positive feedback, enough positive statements about going to eat at this restaurant that it instilled with us a faith that we could go and eat at this restaurant and not get food poisoning or not get ripped off financially or anything along those lines, right? It's the same thing like if you've gone and seen a movie or watched a television program and you go and you tell somebody, hey, that was a great movie. It spoke to my heart, it spoke to my mind, and so you're speaking into existence, some reality for someone else to go and experience. And hopefully I'll explain that even a little bit more clearly tomorrow. I'll give you another example. When God said to Gideon, "You are a strong man, mighty in valor," right? That statement actually happens before Gideon ever does anything. In fact, what we know right after we hear this is Gideon saying, "Wait, wait, 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 wait," and he says, "Let me test that this is really you." I mean, he shows his meekness, he shows his uncertainty, he shows his worry, and yet God has already spoken into existence this reality that he saw in Gideon even before Gideon saw it into himself. And so tomorrow we're going to talk about this idea that if we want to release our faith in this world, we have to speak our faith into existence. And then I'm gonna kind of wrestle with us a little bit this idea, this name it and claim it, because sometimes the things that I'm talking about, many Christians have taken that name it and claim it, and they've turned it into a pretty destructive, even a warped understanding of God's desire for us to have an abundant life. And many times, Christians have used that, and it's moved into this new age kind of expression. It kind of has gone into the that time frame not too long ago, where the book came out, The Secret, and this law of attraction kind of mentality that if you can see it, you can claim it, and you can speak it, you can have it. And that's not exactly what God is talking about. And so hopefully tomorrow I'm able to provide some clarity for that as we continue in this discussion of principles of faith. By the way, I mean, the reason I am doing this sermon series on the principles of faith is because I want to challenge us to look deeply. Am I a person of faith? I might say I'm a person of faith, but do the things that I do they persuade other non-believers that I'm actually a person of faith? Does it look like that I'm a person who steps out into the unknown, the uncertainty? Do I look like a person who actually prays that mountains would be moved? Or do I come across like many people do? They speak a good talk, but they don't walk the talk. And that's not meant to. I don't want that. I always have this challenge of how to speak truth and yet hopefully ask you to hear it with my intention of love and grace and kindness. And I don't always do that very well. I confess that. Sometimes I can be like a bull in a china closet. Sometimes I can be so direct that people miss what it is that I'm trying to speak. And so that is my intention. That is my heart. Is that you would hear that, and at the very least, you would ask the question of God. God, where am I at on that spectrum? Do you see me as a person of faith? Do you see me as a person who needs to grow even more deeply? But so, hey, let me tell you about some things that are coming up this week. And just a reminder, on the first Sunday in October, we will meet at our normal time at 10 o'clock, following with lunch. The reason I'm sharing that with you is we need you to register so that we know how many meals to order. We are having the meal ordered, catered this time around. And just a reminder, the cost is $10 a person or $25 a family. And to be honest with you, we as a church have been eating it a little bit, to use a pun there. We've got to pay. We have to pay the caterer, but we're not receiving the same funding back in. So please help us there. If you're bringing a family, then the cost for the family, when we say a family is 4 or more, the cost for that meal is $25. And if it was just me and Jackie, then it would be $20 for that. And we're running. I don't have the number right in front of me, but we're running a deficit in these catered meal kind of experiences, and we're grateful that we're seeing lots of folks come and participate. That's a great thing. It's going to help us build our community, but we need to all make sure that we are also helping offset the cost of those meals. So it's $10 a person, $25 a family. So, and then we need you to register, because the other piece of that is that we don't always know how many meals to order. And so we're playing a guessing game, and we're doing that based on what has been our average number of folks who have come to worship and then stayed for lunch. And that's just not a very accurate way to be good stewards of the resources that we have. So please take the time to register. There will be a card in your bulletin tomorrow. Or if you're a person who joins with us online but likes to come when we have the lunch, just send an email to churchadministrator@umcpb.org. Hey, I also want to remind you that this coming Tuesday, I will have a church town hall meeting. And my intention in that meeting is to talk to you, give you an update on where we are as a church, and to share with you where we're going, some vision, and answer. Really, it's an opportunity for me to answer any questions that you may have. It's a challenge for me to try and visit everybody in the congregation from this perspective of hearing your voice and what's happening, your concerns about the church and things like that. So that's really my I get more bang for the buck, you might say, or I get more opportunity to hear from you when I do these kinds of gatherings. So I want to just strongly encourage you to come and be a part of that. That'll be this coming Tuesday evening at 6:30, and then I'm trying to think starting the first Sunday in October, I will have our new members class. So if you have been on the fence about becoming a new member, now would be the time to do that. Because I won't be having a new members class in November because I will be away and Thanksgiving, and then we won't have a new members class in December because there's just too many things happening in the month of December. And then I had this thought, and it just kind of escaped me real quickly. Oh, please be mindful that the 21st of October, we are going to do another outreach in our community. We're going to do a fall festival event, which means that we need your cars or your trunks, which are obviously attached to your cars, and we need your candy. But also, we need your smiling face on the campus. We're going to be very aggressive this year in marketing that and reaching out to the community. And we're partnering with Family Promise, and we're really hoping to see well over 100 kids and families come through the parking lot. And that really is our main objective at that point, is to connect with the community and invite them to come and be a part of our church fellowship. So, hey, friends, that's the announcements and the insights I want to provide for you this Saturday morning. I hope you have a great day, and I look forward to being with you in worship, either in person or online. Until then, may you spend today and the rest of your days knowing not only that you are blessed, and that because you are blessed, you are intended to be a blessing to others. So take care. See you real soon. Bye.